Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Untap, Upkeep, and Misplay. I'm here with my good friend Yakov, who is a judge, who you may have recognized these little pop-ups that tells us when we just did something insanely stupid. Thank you, Yakov.
Always happy to help.
Always happy to help. And we're going to play a fun format today called Dandan, and I want to give it over to him. He's going to explain.
So Dandan uses standard magic rules except for two exceptions. One, we have a shared deck. Two, we have a shared graveyard. Now, in Dandan, the only way to kill the opponent, besides for decking out, is with Dandan. Dandan is a 4/1 fish that can only attack players with islands, and that sacrifices itself if you don't have any islands. There are 10 Dandans in this deck. That is the only way to hurt the opponent. Everything else is either a land, instant, or sorcery. Instant sorcery that will help us interact with the Dandans. This deck is specifically altered to look like exploding kittens, and we can put a link to the specific creator in the description. But let's just jump into it.
All right, let's just do it. Best way to learn.
To save time, we will use the original mulligan rule of if your hand has at least one land and at least one not a land, you don't mulligan. And we do this generally best of 3.
Oh, okay.
Because it should be shorter. Let's roll for first.
All right, roll, baby.
I get an 8.
I didn't know who's going to hold this out just now. All right, 8. I get a 4.
So I will be first.
I am.
I have lands and also non-lands, so I
will also keep. All right,
okay. So don't draw on the play because it's a 1v1. Halimar Depths. Taps for blue, enters tapped. When Halimar Depths enters the battlefield, I draw the top 3 cards of the deck and rearrange them however I want.
Okay.
Here you go.
Boy, I wonder what I'm going to draw. Something good or... Oh, no. He let me draw an island, which is nice. But since I do not trust what he has on top of the deck now, I'm going to cast Thought Scour.
Excellent choice. I would have drawn a Memory Lapse,
Uh-huh.
and you would have drawn an island. And now you may draw a card.
Now let me draw the card. All right, cool. And that is my turn?
Yep.
Yeah, I got back to you.
Draw. I will play an island.
Okay.
And let's set out the first Dandan.
All right, read Dandan to us, please.
It is a 4/1. If I didn't control an island, I would sacrifice it, and it can only attack you if you control an island.
All right.
And I pass the turn.
I will untap and I will draw. Yakov, tell me who made this format.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
Rules pop up. No.
Someone in the comments will let us know who made this.
No, I will pop up.
Oh, he was here. Yakov's right here. Yakov has told future Yakov has told past Yakov. All right, I will play an island and then I will read these cards because I do not know what they do.
Oh, but lands tell you what they tap for in the top corner, like because I didn't include that rules text on the lands themselves.
Oh, cool. I am going to cast my own Dandan.
Okay.
So we are Dandaned up.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
Untap. Draw. Okay. I will play an island.
Okay.
Spend 1 mana. To Piracy Charm.
Okay.
I can choose one. Target player discards a card. Target creature gets +2/-1 until end of turn, or target creature gains Island Walk end of turn. Now, Dandan is a 4/1. I'm going to give it +2/-1.
Dandan dies.
And I will swing with my Dandan.
I will take 4 damage from Dandan. This is a great drinking game.
Yeah, 5 shots.
Oh my! I was gonna say whenever one of us said Dandan, you take his drink, but that's also
5 shots,
also
5 hits.
Oh my god! You don't drink them, do you?
I do.
Nice. Maybe we can drink in a second. All right, I will drop. All right, I'm going to play an island, and then I am going to pass.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play an island. I'm going to go to combat
All right.
and attack with Dandan.
I am going to respond. I'm going to cast play 2 islands, play Metamorphose, put target permanent an opponent controls on top of the deck. That opponent may put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land from their hand into play, and I'm going to target Dandan.
It resolves.
It resolves.
Dandan will go on top.
And that's on
And
top.
I will put a Halimar Depths into play from my hand because it is a land.
Oh,
I
Lord.
will rearrange the top 3 cards of the deck
Okay.
in this order.
Boy.
And pass the turn.
I wonder what I'm gonna draw. Is it gonna be a Dandan? No! Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna play the card that my friend just gave me. Temple of Epiphany comes into play tapped, adds red, blue, and I get to red or blue, and I get to scry one. What is the scry? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna leave. I want to leave this on top. Actually, one second.
So you know that this card is the Dandan.
That's the Dandan, and this is this. I'm gonna cast 2.
Are you leaving it on top?
Leaving it on top.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Predict, naming Shimmering Mirage.
In response to Predict,
Okay.
I'm going to tap 2 mana to Memory Lapse.
Oh,
Counter target spell, put it on top of the deck.
Alright.
Now, as you see, the deck is called Forgetful Fish. Dandan is the fish, and the 8 memory lapses are the forgetful.
Okay. My friend had fun making this. Predict would have done is I choose a card name, which would have been Shimmering Mirage, and if I am then mill a card, which I think I just misplayed this completely. If a card with the chosen name was milled this way, you draw 2 cards. Otherwise,
you would have had that right.
I would have had that right. All right.
Except that it's an instant. You could have played it on my turn.
Yes. Well, things happen. All right. And that is my turn. It is your turn.
I will untap,
draw.
I think I will cast Predict.
Really?
Naming. Well, does it resolve?
Oh, let me see.
Oh, you could have a Thought Scour.
That is true. I could. I do not though. So go ahead.
I will name Shimmering Mirage.
Okay.
What are the chances?
What are the chances?
I added this to the deck to stop people from playing only non-islands and not letting Dandan hit them ever.
Okay.
And then the game would draw out.
That's fair.
So I added 2 of those to prevent that specific abuse case. I'm going to play an island for the turn.
Okay.
And play a Dandan.
Dandan's back.
And pass the turn.
Alright, I am going to untap. I'm going to draw. This game's ridiculous.
It is a control mirror personified.
Jesus Christ, this game's so silly. Alright, I am going to...
It's so fun because you get to say Dandan.
I see. I know, right? Cards in hand. 2. I am going to play a Mystic Sanctuary. It's a land. Comes into play tapped unless I control 3 or more islands, which I do. And then I get to put an instant or sorcery from the discard pile
to put on top of our deck.
On top of the deck. I am going to put a... I'm going to put a Metamorphose on top of the deck.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cycle a Remote Isle, which is a land with cycle, and I'm going to draw a card. So I wonder what this card is. This taps with blue?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I am going to pass the turn.
Untap. Draw a card.
Draw a card.
Temple of Epiphany.
Alright.
Scry. Put that on top. Come back. Swing with Dandan.
I take 4 more Dandan damage.
Okay. Pass the turn.
I am going to end of the turn. At the end of the turn, I'm going to cast Metamorphose, putting Dandan on top of the deck.
That resolves.
Alright.
Top. And I'm going to put down Izzet Boiler Marks, which will return a Halimar Depths to my hand.
What's that land do? It bounces the land?
Yep. It makes red and blue.
Okay, cool. I want to draw. I wonder what this card is. It's a mystery, y'all. Alright, I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast Dandan. It's tempting to, anyway.
How many cards do you have in hand?
3 cards in my hand.
It's Memory Lapse.
Alright, Dandan goes to the top of the deck. I am going to cast Accumulated Knowledge.
Nice. You draw 1 card.
Draw 1 card. So Accumulated Knowledge is draw a card, then draw a card equal to the number of accumulated knowledges in the discard pile. So I want to draw 1 card right
There
now.
are 4 in the deck.
4 in the deck, so it can become a thing. I do only have 1 island, and I cannot play Dandan right now, so that is my turn.
We will untap. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Halimar Depths. Rearrange the top 3rd.
It's your 3rd Halimar Depths this game.
Well, that's the boiler works.
That's true.
Put them back like this. All 3. 2 mana. Predict.
Uh-oh, okay.
I'm going. Does it resolve?
Yes.
I'm going to say Memory Lapse. What were the chances?
What were the chances?
And draw 2 cards and pass the turn.
Alright, how many memory lapses have you gone through?
Well, it's a shared graveyard with open information.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3. 4.
Wow. How many are in the deck?
8.
Jesus.
8 Memory Lapse, 10 Dandans, 2 of most other things.
Or accumulated knowledges.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to tap 2.
And a lot of islands.
And I've seen. Tap 2 to play once again Dandan.
It will resolve.
It will resolve. And then I will pay 2 more to resolve, cast another Dandan. Render? No. Another Dandan. So 2 Dandans. Dan.
On your end step,
Okay.
I'll pay 3 mana. Crystal Spray. Change the text of target spell or permanent by replacing all instances of one color word with another, or one basic land type with another until end of turn and then draw a card.
Okay.
So, this Dandan will die if you don't control any forests.
Ooh, this
Do you
Dandan.
control any forests?
I do not. That's
But
unfortunate.
I will draw a card.
That Dandan is damned.
Tap. And draw.
I'm gonna say Yakov, I'm having a lot of fun
I
playing
like
this.
It is really fun.
This is really fun.
And a Dandan.
A Dandan! What is
Pass the turn.
Oh my god, alright. Untap. I'm going to... So are these unblockable? No, right?
Nope.
You still block.
Nope.
It just can't tap.
They can trade.
They can trade. Alright, I'm going to draw. Okay, cool. I am going to cast 3 mana to cast Crystal Spray.
Yep.
Carrying this Dandan, and I'm going to say... What?
Two cards in hand? 2 cards in hand?
2 cards in.
In response.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Supplant 4. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Create a token copy of it.
Whoa, okay.
I'm going to return targeting my own Dandan.
Goes back to your hand.
Dandan returns my hand. I create a Dandan token.
Jesus Christ.
And your spell fizzles as it has no target.
It fizzles. Alright, cool. I am going to... I'm going to cast Accumulate Knowledge.
Okay. Draw 2 this time.
Draw 2 cards and see what I can do. Cards in hand?
1. You know what it is.
I know. Or have I forgotten already? I'm going to not attack this turn. I'm not going to attack this turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I will untap, draw the turn. Attack with my Dandan.
I'm going to take the Dandan. Alright, I'm at 8 damage.
And why not? Let's play a Dandan.
Dandan.
Pass the turn.
Passing the turn. Alright, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. Okay, God. Okay.
I hope you appreciate the craftsmanship on my Dandan token. It has googly eyes.
Jesus. Oh, that's the proxy?
Yeah, you can tell because this Dandan has a back, and that Dandan does not.
Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, I love it. So silly, and I love it. Alright, I am going to cast Piracy Charm on Dandan, giving a +2
Real one?
The real one.
Okay.
So that Dandan is Danned.
Dandan.
And dead, indeed. And I'm going to pay 2, cast a second Dandan.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack you, Dandan.
I will take my first Dandan damage.
Alright. Go ahead.
I will cast Accumulated Knowledge.
Oh no!
Drawing 3 cards.
Gosh.
I will go to combat
Okay.
and attack with Dandan.
I'm going to block with Dandan.
Both Dandan.
Dan, like that one's exiled, right?
It's a token.
Right.
It's not
Exiled.
It just stops.
It just ceases. A Dandan. And a Dandan?
And a Dandan.
Jesus, oh, the Dandan.
Double Dandan. Which is actually Dandan.
Dandan.
Yes.
Alright, I want to up, untap, I want to draw. What is this? Okay. I'm going to play a land. Valentine Temple.
Spell Unite Temple.
Thank you.
It taps for blue, or you can tap it, sack it, tap for double blue.
Right. And it comes to play taps, correct?
Yes.
Alright, oh, so this is not that. I'm sorry. Alright, I am going to... I'm in trouble because that's lethal of the Dandans.
You have a blocker.
I do have a blocker. So
And I have 2 cards in hand.
Alright, I am going to...
So I gotta show the camera as often as possible, so that you're unhappy with ending that you fell for whatever I was doing.
I hate you so much. Oh yeah? Well, the truth is also true.
Well, I'm not editing.
Damn it. Okay, I am going to do something stupid, but because you have a kill spell, I'm dead. So I'm going to tap 4.
Diminishing returns.
That's right. Wait, is there one in there?
There's 2.
Oh wow. I'm going to cast Mystic Retrieval. Turn target instant or sorcery card from the discard pile to my hand.
Would you like Piracy Charm?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
And it has flashback, which is not great for me, but you know.
What can you do?
She can do, and I'm going to kill a Dandan.
Yep.
So one Dandan's dead, and he's gonna kill my Dandan anyway, so I'm gonna swing in with this Dandan.
I will take 4 Dandan.
And that is the Dandan's turn. Your turn.
Untap. Draw.
Draw.
Brainstorm.
Oh, wow.
I draw 3,
Why doesn't we deck out?
and then I put 2 back. Then the first player to try and draw from empty dies. Gotta make sure that you don't get the card advantage.
That's fair.
So I need to flashback Mystic Retrieval.
Mm-hmm.
Exiling it from the deck. And I will get back Accumulated Knowledge.
Alright. But now you only draw 2, yeah?
No,
There's still 3, right?
Yeah.
Right, it goes to your hand. I thought I exiles.
well, let's do that. I know what 2 of these cards are, but I don't know what the third is. And excellent. I will cast Ray of Command.
Okay.
Untap target creature and opponent controls and gain control of until end of turn.
Oh, man.
That creature gains haste until end of turn. When
Oh.
you lose control of the creature, tap it.
Dandan!
Dandan?
I got Dandan! Dan! That was fun. Oh my god. Alright, so wait, so it's 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah.
This is really fun. I am enjoying this quite a bit.
Yeah, it's good. And like I said, it used to be too powerful where if you could just get the non-islands, you would just never play an island,
Mhm.
and so, like, Dandan can't hit you.
Mm.
And you would just try and hoard the end game, like, card advantage to control how many cards are in the deck.
Yeah.
But 2 Shimmering Mirage means that there's always the chance of the opponent screwing you over, and because you've only played the non-islands, you have less mana to try and counter the Shimmering Mirage.
Dan, 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 Dan. Alright, good.
Okay.
Good.
Sure.
Not that I would think that a judge would be cheating now.
Pick a hand.
Any hand. I'll choose this hand.
Sure.
Right here.
It's the easiest way to make sure I'm not cheating.
That is true.
Okay, you got lands and spells?
Yes.
Well, you're first this time.
I am first. Alright, I'm going to play. I will play a remote isle. Comes into play tapped. And this is the cycling land. And is this an island itself, or is it
The
not?
attacks were good.
But isn't it
It is not. It's not counted as an island.
not counted as island? Okay.
My turn.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Mystic Sanctuary Captain Pass.
All right. That's an island.
Yes.
Raw. All right. Cool. And island. I want to tap 2 blue and blue. Play me a Dandan. Okay. Dandan's on the field.
Untap. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Island. Pass a turn.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. And okay. That's so interesting. Okay. This is so hard to read sometimes. But all right. Okay. Land comes into play tapped.
Spell Unite.
Unite Temple. It is comes into play tapped. I can sacrifice it to add double blue to my mana pool, but it also taps.
It also
blue.
taps for regular.
Also taps for regular. All right. I am going to attack with my 4/1.
I'm going to Metamorphose.
So it goes back to the top, and I get to put a thing.
Put a creature or land into play.
Alright.
Technically, or artifacts, but there are none in the deck. So it resolves.
Yes, it does. And I can put a. I'm sorry, what?
A creature or land into play.
Alright, I'm going to play a Have More Depths,
Sure.
which allows me to look at the top 3 and put them back in any order I wish.
Indeed.
Indeed. Choices. Some choices indeed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Yakov, don't look down for a second. Yakov. Let me show the audience. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Hey, are you looking?
Nope. My eyes were closed.
That's good, man. Alright, so the order on this.
On that side, so the mess with it.
That is true. Alright, I'll put it back like so.
Okay.
And
My
then,
turn?
yes, go ahead.
Spin draw. Temple of Epiphany.
Okay.
Scry. To the top.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Alright. I'm going to untap. And then I'm going to draw. Interesting. And I am going to also pass.
Sure. Okay. Draw. Is it Boiler Works? Return. Temple of Epiphany.
Okay.
And pass.
Alright. I'm going to draw. Alright, interesting. I am also going to pass. Interesting indeed.
Draw. Temple of Epiphany.
Okay. Have yourself a little epiphany, good sir.
Put that on the bottom. Dandan.
I'm going to respond with memory lapse. The Dandan on top of the deck.
That resolves.
All right, Dandan goes there. Anything else?
No.
All right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw.
Yep.
Ooh, it's a Dandan. I'm going to pay 2. Is that right? It's both blue? Yep. And to cast a Dandan.
Yep.
Only the Dandan can. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And then I am going to cast a second Dandan.
Okay.
Dandans are up.
You done?
Yes, sir. Go for it.
2 mana.
Mhm.
Shimmering Mirage. Target land becomes the basic land type of your choice until end of turn. As you only have 1 island, I'm going to make it a swamp, and then both of your Dandans are going to die.
No.
And I draw a card.
Ooh. What have I ever done to you?
Invited me to play Dandan.
That is true.
You done?
Yes, that's your move.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I scrawled an island to the bottom specifically so you wouldn't get it, because I wanted you to keep with 1 island.
That's hilarious. That's a good play.
I will play a 2 mana for a Dandan,
A Dandan.
and then I will Izzet Boilerworks, returning my. Actually, I do not have 3 islands. I will return my Temple of Epiphany. Go.
Alright, I will draw. Interesting. I'm going to pass.
Untap. Draw. Temple of Epiphany. Scry. To the bottom. Go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing with Dandan.
I'm going to respond with Crystal Spray. Naming the... I can name the ability to name...
Well, you're going to target Dandan.
Target Dandan.
I am going to memory lapse the Crystal Spray.
Alright. It's back to the top of the deck.
Then, well, doesn't hit.
Yes. I take 4 Dandan damage!
I'm going to play Predict.
Oh, no.
Does it resolve?
Yes, it does.
I will name Crystal Spray,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will pass the turn.
Alright, I'm going to untap an island. Fantastic.
There we go. Now your Dandans are safe from the second Shimmering Mirage.
Yes.
It's in the deck somewhere.
What do I have? What do we have?
Lots of things.
That's true.
I gave you that card. I know what you're looking at.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Notice your lack of red mana.
That is also true. How many red mana sources are in this deck?
Well, let's see. There's 2 Temple of Epiphany,
2 Temple
2 Izzet Boilerworks,
Okay, so there's 4.
and that's it.
Oh, wow. So there's only 1 more source of red in my deck. In the deck.
Right? Probably. And Shimmering Mirage.
And Shimmering Mirage, that is true.
Don't worry, there's a lot of draw. Someone will eventually get something.
The Shimmering Mirage doesn't work if you
You
have...
can target your own land, make it a mountain, and have it red.
That's true, but I mean, like, as a kill spell, Shimmering Mirage won't work if...
It only works as a kill spell if the player only has 1 island.
Right, so it won't work now,
I
and
have
won't
to.
work, and I won't work with me. Alright, cool, so I could change
That it's not its primary intention,
Right,
but it can do that when they only have 1.
right.
As many distinct little synergies are involved in this deck.
Very interesting. Alright, I'm gonna pass my turn. Go ahead.
Untap,
Mm-hmm.
draw,
Draw.
I will play an island.
Okay.
I will go to combat.
Okay.
Dandan.
I take the Dandan. Ah, Dandan.
Pass the turn.
Alright, I'm going to draw. An island. Not great. Not great. Not great at all. Nothing great. Alright, I'm going to pass again.
Untap, draw. Island.
Mm-hmm.
Combat. Dandan.
Gotta take it.
Dandan.
Alright. Jesus.
Go.
I am not looking good, guys.
There's a board wipe in the deck. There's 2 of that card.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. Alright. I can't do much, so go for it.
Untap.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Island.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep.
Dandans.
I'm going to cast Ray of Command, targeting a Dandan,
And I will memory lapse it.
and that is good game, good
It's
sir.
good Dandan.
Good Dandan. We've been Dandan.
Yep.
This is intense. This is a really hard game to play.
Yes.
Wow.
So the board wipe is...
Yeah, I had Thought Scour, I had another Red Command, and I had a Shimmering Mirage, but that wasn't, like, none of this was really good.
Here's the board wipe.
Choose one, no 4 cards, target artifact is out, or each land show. Yeah, that would have helped. And it's 1 memory, too.
But it kills your own Dandans, too.
That is true. I didn't have any Dandan, but that's a really good card. Yeah, my hand was not looking great, so I could have Thought Scoured, I guess, but still.
Yeah, you could have cycled that Thought Scour. You could have Ray of Command earlier, I guess, but
I wanted
waited for me to have 2 to
yeah, so I can try
and trade.
Block and trade. Otherwise, it was just going to be like a fancy fog.
I probably would have retrieval to try to spray because it kills a Dandan with card advantage.
Yeah. I was also like kind of mana screwed for a while, but either way, man, this game was really fun.
Yeah.
You should get sleeves for it so it doesn't lose.
I'm fine with this. Like,
I love sleeves.
I'm treating it like a regular card game.
Yeah.
It's its own thing. I don't need to like. I can just carry it in its own box.
Right.
Like generally, when you get a random not tradable or collectible card game,
right?
Do you sleeve it?
That's true. Did you make this yourself or did you buy it off?
So I fully made the proxies. Someone else designed them. I printed them. I did this myself. And then once I saw that it was too easy to like draw out the game and not play any islands, I specifically made my own of the. It's in here somewhere. Oh, it's actually the only problem with it is if you look closely.
Okay, so you added that.
It's a bit lighter, but it'll change.
Yeah.
So I added that to help answer the no islands play, and I added the details to the tokens.
Yeah, I love the googly eyes. That's adorable. All right, but that was fun as hell, man. Yeah. All right, did you enjoy Dandan doing his Dandan stuff? Yeah. I know I sure did, and I would love to play this again.
Here's what I used to have instead of the Shivering Mirages.
Selling time.
Yeah.
What's this card do? Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Put one of those cards in your hand. Put one on top of the deck and one at the bottom of the deck. Okay, it's a lot.
It was all in theme, but like that was I thought the least interesting card manipulation. So I pulled that one out for the Mirages.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. This is like the red blue card. You know what I'm saying?
The new one.
Yeah, the one that came out recently.
Yeah,
that's really popular.
I don't play any of my decks, so I don't actually know who's name.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm sure say it.
Yeah, I'm sure say it. All right. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing us the Dandan.
Always happy to show off my things I've made.
I'm gonna show this video to you later and see if we misplayed it off and the little pop-ups what happened.
Well, okay. Rules breaks? No. Misplays? Probably on your end.
Probably. Hey, my first time! My first time! First time!
I'm not saying that that's unexpected.
That's true. But it's possible. Yeah. But if there were any, they would have popped up.
Sure.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. All the links to all this kind of stuff that's relevant into this video are in the doobly-doo, and we'll catch you guys next time. Yep. Alright, cool. Good game, buddy. Good game.